But your mind as a human being is incredibly powerful. We're not even harnessing that yet, only a percentage. So I want you to know that you are never alone in this world, because your mind is there for you, supporting you. Even if you're in prison, even if you're in the darkest place in your life, even if you're in an abusive situation, even if you're dirt poor right now, you stop and say, you know what? I am never alone, because my mind is more powerful than anything else that exists in this world today. This is the doctor. Sunday. I'm here in Jamaica. I'm working. Just saw some patients downstairs. I'm here at Andrews Hospital. This is the surgeon lounge. It's a lounge that we invested in, fixing this up so that here's a nice sofa right here. That's my favorite chair there. It's beautiful. Let me actually sit here today, except maybe a little bright. But if you have joined me, it's Sunday Inspiration. Here we have all the scrubs, different sizes. We're gonna fill these up with the lessons to do scrubs. Next time I'm here, I think the next week or two, we'd like to bring these down. We're gonna put up some TV up there. It's all ready to go. You're gonna be able to sit right here on the sofa. As a surgeon, when you're doing your procedures here, you want to relax, you're gonna be able to do here. This is a Seventh-day Adventist hospital. The people here are amazing. I want you to know that you want to have surgery, you want the best surgery, you want a destination experience. After your surgery, you want to go relax by the beach, eat organic food, get rehab. You can fly to Jamaica, Kingston, and do your surgery here, this hospital. State of the art. I brought down hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment down here. Make sure we have the best things. Actually, no one's here right now. It's Sunday. So I'm going to show you a sneak preview. You get in here. Here is the operating room, not operating. This is a massive room. Here's a C-arm. I brought that C-arm down from the United States. State of the art, right here. State of the art right there. This room is massive, big. I could play some soccer scrimmage in here, it's so big. 1v1. So, don't let anyone tell you that it doesn't matter who your surgeon is. It does. Like I said, I didn't go to Harvard and train at the best places just because I could. No, it's because I knew I was going to get the best. So, if you've joined me, here is a quick scan of the recovery room. So I'm going to go back in the surgeon lounge because I'm going to talk to you about the inspiration today. Inspiration today, Sunday. Whatever it is, you tell your mind will always support you. You may be down and you're thinking no one cares about you, you think no one's supporting you. Maybe your spouse should be more supportive. Maybe your family should be more supportive. Maybe your friends should be more supportive of you. Scrap all that. You have your mind always supporting you. Always. It's always there for you. So you're never alone. You can't get away from your mind being there for you. Your mind is never going to be against you. It's always going to be for you. So I want you to take comfort in that. And I want you to learn something more about your mind. Your mind, you know, today everyone's talking about artificial intelligence. You're going to develop robots. You're going to be all great, right? Your mind is the greatest supercomputer there is. You know what? I'm not going to bet against your mind. We're going to develop great computers, and we're going to do robots. We do that now. But your mind, as a human being, is incredibly powerful. We're not even harnessing that yet. Only a percentage. So I want you to know that you are never alone in this world, because your mind is there for you, supporting you. Now, you may tell your mind things that will defeat you, because your mind says, you know what, if that's what you want to do, I'll do it with you. Right? Whatever it is. If you tell it positive things, hey, let's go do it. You tell it you can accomplish the greatest things in the world, and you truly believe that, your mind is going to be there with you all the way. Help you get up out of bed and go do it. And you don't have to train your mind. You just have to train yourself to say the things to your mind that you actually want to do. Don't be playing jokes in your mind. You know what? Man, I want to lose weight. Great, let's do it. And I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to go running, or I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to eat right. All right, we're all in. Then the next day your mind's like, hey, let's go. You're like, I was just joking. Not serious. I can't do it. It's all right, you're right. We can't do this. What else we can't do? So your mind is there for you and listening to you. Don't play around with it. I just released a Instagram post. It's on Facebook this morning. Yesterday, I went to Buff Bay, Portland, where I grew up. And I'm scouting out, trying to see what has happened to the town, looking at it. I went to the hospital, and that hospital was a thriving hospital. Thriving. You know? Now, done. Being broken down. I went up to the operating room and looked at what it used to be, what it is today. And I thought about what I told myself back then when I used to go there to treat, that I wanted to be a surgeon and I wanted to make something on myself. I wanted to get to the United States. And I told myself that. I told my mom, I'm not going to the airport, Norman Mandel Airport in Kingston, until it's me that's leaving. And I had to find a way. She said, how are you going to do that? I said, you know, I don't know, but I'm going to be leaving this country. I'm going to make the best of myself. I told myself that. I told myself also, you know what? I'm going to practice twice a day when I was playing at Titchfield football. And I talked to Don Davis, the coach, amazing coach. And he said, Kingsley, if you want to leave the country, you have to make a loud noise. I said, what does that mean? He said, you have to be seen. You're in a small town, bro. How are you going to get a football scholarship to the United States when you're in this tiny town? You're from Buff Bay. What are you? And I said, well, all right, is that what you want me to do? He said, yeah, you got to make a loud noise. So how do you do that? He said, you got to score goals. I said, all right, if that's what I need to do, I said to my mind, all right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to train harder than everyone else. We're going to practice how to score goals, and I'm going to focus my mind on that. I used to remember being criticized that, you know, if you give the ball to Kingsley, guess what? All he's going to do is go score goals. He's not going to give it back to you. I used to remember that. That's funny, right? Well, that's because I was serious about this. When I stepped on the field, it was no fun and games. It was about scoring goals, because I'm trying to leave the country. I'm just trying to win a game. You know what? That's the byproduct. People always focus on what results am I getting. You know, how much money am I making? You don't have to worry about that. Worry about what goals you're setting. What are you telling your mind you want to achieve? What are you telling your mind you want to be? Do you want to be a nice person or what? Then tell your mind you want to be a nice person. That means when someone comes at you, you're nice. You reach out to people. You're proactively nice. And you keep doing that, your mind starts to believe you more and more. And your mind wants you to do that every day. Hey, who are you going to be nice to today? Who are you going to help today? What are you going to do today that you said you want to do? So your mind is just this incredible thing. So it didn't matter to me that all my life I felt like, you know what, I got to depend on me, because I had my mind. I just had to tell it what I wanted to do. So my mind today is my strongest ally. It's me. The physical me you see, it's a result of what I tell my mind. This morning I'm here in Jamaica, I'm up the hill, boom, boom, boom. Because you know what? If I work out, I'm fit, I can do a lot. Yesterday, I went out and I trained with the Cavaliers, all these young kids, and I still got it. It's great for me to go out and say, wow, I still got the moves, right? Some of the kids, I'm like, man, I could tell that you were the man one of these back then. I'm like, what are you talking about back then? What about right now? So I went out, played with the Cavaliers. I'm going to go train with them some more and see what I got. Who knows? You know, I'm not setting the result of that I'm going to play with the Cavaliers. It's not the deal. I'm going out, I'm going to play with these young kids because maybe I can teach them some stuff. And they have a game today I'm going to watch at 3:30. They're playing, I think they're playing Harbor View today, Stadium East. So I'm going out there at 3:30. But before I go, just want to let you know that I left them with something special. I said, when you go play today, you tell your mind one thing. One thing. Whatever that one thing is, you don't have to share it with anyone else. Well, you go out there, each one of you, and you tell yourself one thing in your mind. That's what I'm going to make sure I do today. Otherwise, you get up every day and you're just all over the place. And your mind's all scattered. You're not training your mind to think clearly. So I told the kids, I said, if you're playing center forward, you pick one thing that you want to do. Because when I was playing center forward for Titchfield, and when I went to Columbia University in New York City, I was Ivy League Player of the Year. You don't get those results if you don't have a plan and strategy and you get into stuff. Don't focus so much on the results. That just happens, right? So I said, think of one thing. I used to say to myself, you know what? If I get the ball anywhere around that 18-yard box, all that's on my mind is how do I get a shot off to this goal? Don't tell me how Kingsley passed me the ball. What are you talking about? I am the center forward. I had all those guys, Mike Nelson and all those guys way in the back, kill themselves so that the ball gets to me, and you're asking me to pass it to you? You can't be serious. My mind's already made up before I got here. I'm not going to change in the middle of the game and try to tell my mind, you know what, man, you know what? You know that plan that we had when we were coming into this game, that we're going to be trying to score goals? Forget that plan. We're not going to pass the ball around. So you tell your mind what you want to do, how you want to be, right? Today's Sunday. My kids are church back in Fort Lauderdale, my wife, and I think that's great. I used to go to church when I'm good. Going to church is helpful. Gives you discipline. It's all that. You tell yourself that. You go there and you try to be better. So that's all good. But what you tell your mind about how you want to live your life, that's not the Bible. That's not you believing in some, something bigger than you. You're big enough. Your mind's big enough. You tell yourself you want to live your life today on earth, the heaven here. And don't put things off to something else, or someone else. You put it in your head that your mind is there for you. Always. Even if you're in prison, even if you're in the darkest place in your life, even if you're in an abusive situation, even if you're dirt poor right now, you stop and say, you know what? I am never alone, because my mind is more powerful than anything else that exists in this world today. And you're going to tell it, what is it you want to do? What is it you want to do? Because it's going to believe you and it's going to be there for you. You're never alone. Your mind is there, but you better tell it what you want to do. And you don't jerk around your mind and joke with it and play with it. People tell their minds things like, you know what, I'm too old to do that. I'm not attractive enough to do that. I'm not, all these things, I can never achieve that because, you know what, man, I'm not smart enough. Or, man, I don't think I can work hard enough. I don't want to do this, man. I don't have to do it. No one is forcing me, so why should I do it? I want to retire early in life so I can go sit around drink soda pop and eat ice cream whatever I want, or lie around and do nothing, just watch the games, watch other people's dreams. Are you serious? You tell your mind what you want to do. And now let me give you the tools, because I'm not here to hype you up. Here's the tools. Ready? You have to start small in life. Small. Less is more. So if you want to achieve anything, you start small. And you learn to appreciate achieving things. Right? And don't focus on results. You want to lose weight? Don't focus on how much you're going to lose. Don't do that to your mind. Talk about what are the steps you're going to take. And you're going to start with that first step. You have to then understand that anything you want to achieve, there are 3 letters I'm going to tell you, and I want you to write them down, because this is about tools. It's not about hype. It's not about rah, 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 and go motivate yourself and do all this, and I'm going to do 100-day challenge, all that stuff. It's entertainment. This is real right now, because I've achieved it. Achieved it. Growing up as a kid, dirt poor. But my mind was never poor. Right? So here's the thing. 3 letters. If you follow me, you've heard them before. KIC. You hold on to those 3 letters, because that's what took me through all the stuff I've gone through to get to where I am today. KIC. Anything you say to your mind that you want, you first have to understand that you need the knowledge. Mr. Chin, Lloyd Chin, one of the greatest mentor in my life, Titchfield High School, one of the greatest principals ever. Took me into his home. I was 15 years old. Helped me to be more efficient. Made sure I studied. Made sure I took care of myself. Made sure I do all that. Made sure I focus on my journey. Used to sit down with him at night. And he said, you know what's dangerous, Kingsley? People who have some knowledge, and once they get a little bit of knowledge, they run off like they're Einstein. They have all the answers now. You can't talk to them. You're trying to tell them something, they're already finishing your words. They're already telling you how it should be. And they read it somewhere. And they heard someone else say this. You know what? They already know it. It's dangerous. Not some knowledge. You want all the knowledge about something. You want to be the expert on it. So research it. And you're thinking, well, like what? Like even something as simple as you're going to lose weight. Understand it. How does your body work? How does it process sugar and fat and carbohydrate and protein? Get your knowledge first before you go off and start doing things. I'm going to go to the gym because I read somewhere that if you do a certain amount of, if you burn a certain amount of calories, that's what's going to happen. That's part of the information. You want to understand how your body works. So you're going to get all the knowledge you can about that. If you say you want to be a business person, you want to start a company, whatever that company is, go start it. But first, go research it. Know it completely before you start. That's what I did. There's nothing that I do that I don't study it all kinds of ways. And after I study it, I start bouncing it off other people. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Right? People used to say, you know what, man, Kings, you always you want to do something. They used to call me competition when I was younger. You always coming up with something new. That's me just bouncing things off. I'm telling my mind I want to do it, but then when it comes around to doing it, if I don't think I can accomplish it, I'm going to take it on. I'm going to tell my mind, and then in the middle of it, I'm like, you know what, man, we can't do it. Because every time I do that, my mind starts to thinking, well, here we go again, right? You know I'm coming along with you, but is it going to be we're going to start it and stop it? Because if that's the deal, I'll come along with you, but you got to drag me along. Your mind is telling itself that. And no wonder some of us can't get things done, and we're wondering why we don't feel like getting up every day and doing it. People ask me, why do I have so much energy? That's because energy is not just physical. Energy is what your desires are. It's like, I want to take it on. I want to get it done. There's not enough time, man. I just want to do it. I'm enjoying the journey, not the results that kind of come, right? So K, you have to have your knowledge. If there's nothing else you take from watching this, if the only thing you're going to take is the K, always say to yourself, you know what, I need to increase my K. What's my knowledge? Or how am I going to take this on? I don't even know it. Or because someone told you about it? Someone said do it this way? How about you figure it out on your own before you start it? The next letter is I. Initiative. You better have your strategy around your initiative. Well, no, man, I'm just going to start it. Figure it out as I go. That's actually not a problem. You can do that. But sit down and map out your strategies. Because now that you have the knowledge, you have the ability now to form some strategies. So when I said, you know what, I want to get to the United States, I know first I had to understand, how do you get there? What are the things? And I said, well, football scholarship, right? I could get a job and farm work. I could get, you know, a job on the ship, right? I could, you know, study and get a scholarship. I could play football and get a scholarship. I even thought about, man, I could stow away in one of those ships that's taking bananas from Port Antonio. I thought about crazy things. But that's what you want to do. You want to be crazy when it comes on to you taking on something new. Let people think you're nuts. Why? Because you're going to go out there and you're going to study it and investigate it. And you're going to talk about it like it's the greatest thing in your life, because now your mind is all amped up. Man, he's so excited about this. Let's go. Let's armor up. He's going to take on something great. I can't wait for this journey. But some of us do that with lackadaisical. You know, some of us don't even have our own initiative. We're thinking about other people telling us stuff. You got to figure it out. So here's the deal. You're going to sit down with your strategies around your initiative. So my strategy was, you know what? All right, I need to then make a loud noise according to Coach Davis. So I need to learn how to score goals. And I need to get some goals. You know, the first game we played against Happy Grove, I think I scored 7 goals. I had to shut it down. I felt embarrassed. I'm like, man, this ain't right. Every time I touched the ball, I was like a maniac. I'm like, get out of my way. I'm scoring goals. Right? Man, I wish I hadn't stopped. I felt bad about it. But sometimes, you know, when you're young, today, man, you want to be embarrassed, you want to hate, go do it. Because I'm not about you. I'm about what my mind is telling me I need to accomplish. You can say whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I don't need a spectator and an audience to confirm what I'm trying to do. You think I'm going live because I'm worried about what anyone thinks about that? I'm thinking about, can I help one person be better than me? Because I'm here at Andrews Hospital. I just saw some patients downstairs. I'm in Jamaica. My family's back in the United States. And I'm positioning myself to help people. You know what a blessing that is? I can do that. I'm not going to sit back on that. I'm in great physical shape. So I went out there and played some football yesterday with the Cavaliers. Now I'm thinking, wow, man, yeah, I can keep doing that. You know, I'm going to Trinidad. I think I'm going to Trinidad a couple of days. Go look at some business my friend is doing. I'm so impressed by him because he's one of the hardest working guys I know. I want to see what he has built. I also want to go to Trinidad and kind of see what potential is there. So I don't have time to worry about what people are thinking. I have to try and get my mind right every time. Because that's who I got to convince, not anyone else. You know, so the next letter, after you get your knowledge, you have your strategy around how you're going to do things, you better close on that. You can't be having that hanging around. Nothing good happens after you've figured out what you want to do, after you started it, and you're procrastinating. I'm going to do it tomorrow. One of these days I'm going to do that. What are you talking about? Today. And I'm talking about little things. You start your company, you know, whatever it is. You want to get the furniture, get it done. Put it in there today. Clean the place up. You know, you're thinking, man, you know, maybe my customers will like this flavor of ice cream. Get the flavor of ice cream. Get it out there. You know, I'm thinking of marketing. I want to develop this idea. Develop the idea. Get it out there. Close. KIC, those are the tools. You remember that. You want to get your life set. You get your life set today. A couple weeks ago, Hurricane Irma came through, turning one's life up. You know what? Almost no effect on me. I'd already had so many travel plans that by the time the hurricane was coming around, I was already in Philadelphia. Next thing I left Philadelphia, went to Arizona, all kind of stuff. My business didn't stop, because you get your life set so that when things come around that can hurt you, you're in a better position to deal with that. So you don't have time today to not get your life set. Get your life set today. The 3 tools, KIC, you write those down and you remember them. You don't do anything today. I don't care how small. I don't care how small. It's really something at home. Do I understand it? Okay. What's my strategy? How am I going to get it done? I need to get it done today, or not tomorrow, or not next week. All right? So I could go all day, but I got to end this today because I got to get out of here. Got to go watch the Cavaliers play. I'm going to get some more meetings before here in Jamaica. Then I'm going to go sit down by myself and relax a little bit. I like to go to Scotches down here, get me a nice bowl of soup and relax, get a nice coconut water and some jerk. So, peace out. It's the doctor. 876 the doctor. Follow me, subscribe. It's who you listen to, who you follow, who you hang around with, who you believe. That's going to have the most impact on your life. So, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. I don't care if it's one person watching. That person, if I reach you today, spread the word. All right? Peace. Follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prove Yourself TV, to get more proven success tips.